comes to cash, they catch blast his ass, alright? But they mentioned this. They said, Jam, get out that Jam. I gave him 50, ain't gonna ask again. They said Jam, alright? They made that very, very clear. Now, this was very, very crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was absolutely wild. So, they basically brought up these lyrics. Jam got out that Jam. I gave him 50, ain't gonna ask again. And they said, okay, that's a shout out to PW1. And they said that Jam had confirmed to prosecutors that this lyric was about him. And even the next part where it says he was catching murders way back then, that's when the Max was in. Now, what's interesting, they didn't bring this up, obviously, but there's a very notorious 600 Max that the 600 gang were notorious for running around with and shooting people with. Well, apparently OTF Jam has actually testified to the feds that he said that Dirk gave him $50,000 when he got out. Jam got out the Jam, I gave him 50 and got asking him because he was basically paying him up front for future crimes that Dirk might want to do for him. And Jam admits that he was killing people before Lil Pab. He basically claims that this Mac lyric was about him. And, bro, it's crazy. OTF Jam is going to testify that everybody knew that his favorite gun was a Mac. That's what they said. Now, the defense said this is irrelevant. These autobiographical facts is just music. It's prejudicial. The judge said overruled. All right. And the defense said, this quid pro quo for bounty, it's not sufficient, giving him 50, so he ain't got to ask again 2 years before the murder happened, like that, 3 years before the murder happened, that don't mean nothing. The judge says, look, if the jury rules that this is corroborative of what the witness thought, and that he was being given money up for prepaid murders, this isn't the only piece of evidence, and he said back again will be allowed. Now, look, as I said, I keep saying this, right, because people have been getting on me saying, he didn't rule that. He said back again would be allowed. I don't think he signed the paperwork yet. We might get the actual confirmation in a filing in the next couple of days. Just like last time when he said Dirk's phone was going to be allowed and it took 2 days for the filing to be. He said back again was allowed. He said it's allowed, right? So just take the code, all right, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all right, if anybody's upset by some of the rulings that have been made or some of the decisions that the judge is being made. I feel like the judge is being very fair. He's letting everybody know what he plans to do before he does it. That's just what's going on. So, apologies if anybody's upset by that. But this isn't, me trying to duck on anyone or anything like that, but that's what the judge... I'm telling you what was said in the courtroom. They said, I'll pull that one up again real quick. Court, and again, it was pretty spicy, all right? This is a song with Lil Baby and Meek Mill. But they brought up some of these lyrics. They literally said some of these. They said, you must be out of your mind if you think we ain't spinning for bro. We spinning for show. Even the guy, I'm not going to lie, shout out to the prosecutor, man. When the prosecutor dropped the lyric, he dropped it with perfect cadence. Like, sometimes they be saying lines, like how I be saying lines that don't really rhyme. He didn't say we spinning for sure. He said for show. I swear the prosecutor, he must be, you know what I'm saying, he must be as locked into the music as I am. He said, the way he said it was on point. He was like, must be out of your mind you think we ain't spinning for bro. We spin for show. It was like... Dad, you're on point. You nailed it. Like, you nailed that shit. I'm not gonna lie. When they play back again, I'm gonna have to try not to sing them up because this is ass. And then he said other ones. Said they put out for shows. We spin in the cribs and trucks for sure. We spin in at shows, and we took L's for sure. But in Chicago, they know we winning for sure. Do it for what? They say that they said we do it for Bond. We don't wait till it died down. We load and do it tomorrow. We do it on feet. Ask all the ops about us and say you're shooting at cars. And yes, they did even bring up this lyric, okay? It was a little bit crazy when they brought up this lyric, right? They literally said, that rolls better be bulletproof, little dude. They said dude instead of the M-word. You know we don't shoot at them stars. And they said Quando Rondo's only first interview he did after the death of King Von where he talked about it, he was in a Rolls Royce. They said this song identifies Rolls Royce. Quando has the target because he did the interview in the Rolls Royce. I'm sorry, but this is really, really bad. This is really bad. I don't know why they didn't bring this one up, all right? But I'm not gonna lie. This could be about Quando saying we thought the dude died, but he didn't. 2 Glocks with you when you ride through Philly. I think this could be about. I mean, when was this? This released. This was released literally damn near a month after they tried to kill Quando in Georgia, right? Saying we thought he died, but he didn't. I ain't gonna lie, that could be about Quando. But anyway, they basically went back and forth from there, with King Von. This is Drew Findling doing an RIP post to King Von, all right? So maybe he's trying to slide for Von too. Maybe he's trying to slide on that witness stand for Von. But this was November the 8th, all right? He represented King Von and Dirk when they was fighting that Atlanta case, I believe. There was kind of other instances. I don't know if he represented Von on other stuff, but hey, Von was getting some money. He had the $1 billion lawyer locked in. All right, and Drew posted this just devastating. Intelligent, creative, and super talented. Rest in peace, King Von from the O. The world mourns your loss. I ain't gonna lie. There were 7 people that Von was a serial killer who killed 7 people. Allegedly, according to some people, all right? So I don't know about that, but hey, Drew's doing what Drew's got to do. Now, this is very interesting. Now, I posted about this earlier on Instagram, and I saw it cool. Rule 33.7, lawyer as a witness, American Bar Association. A lawyer shall not act as an advocate at trial in which the lawyer is likely to be a necessary witness, unless the testimony relates to an uncontested issue. I don't know exactly how that means, but, like, it could be uncontested. It could be... I don't actually know how that works, but there's clearly an exception. But number 2 I thought was more irrelevant. Number 2, the testimony relates to the nature and value of legal services rendered in the case. Could be related to how much did King Von pay you to represent him? How much did Lil Durk pay you to represent him legally? Were they getting legal money from music? Are we going to dispute the fact that they were getting street money and putting bounties out in the street when really he knew the finances were both completely legit? He might even say, well, you know, I don't know. He might be able to say, look, in my opinion, King Von wasn't the biggest beanie in town. The world was mourning his loss. He was intelligent, creative, and super talented. Allegedly at murders. But, like, I don't know. And then thirdly, it says the disqualification of the lawyer could work substantial hardship on the client. So there are reasons. It says, be a lawyer may act as an advocate in a trial in which another lawyer from the lawyer's firm is likely to be called as a witness, unless precluded from doing so by Rule 1.7 or Rule 1.9. Now, here's what I'll say. Okay, I thought for a minute that